for the Booty Boys. It's the return of the No Dunk Summer Podcast series where we're breaking down every movie from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Today, we tackle the third installment, At World's End. I'm Jay Skeets aboard the HMS Classic Factory, and alongside me, he knows dying is the day worth living for. Tass Mellis.
Ain't that the truth? Feels like I died multiple times watching this one.
Next to him, he loves peanuts more than Jack Sparrow. It's Trey Kirby.
Hello, Poppet.
Hello.
Poppet.
And last but not least, the captain of this podcast ship, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. Here we are. If you're a fan of Booty Boys, hit the like button, subscribe, 5-star ratings and reviews. I thought we could start today's Booty Boys with a joke from No Dunks fan James Beard.
Okay.
Aye, James Beard writing in. What's a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
R.
No, matey, it's the C.
Oh!
Thanks, James. Way to get us started here. All right, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. It's a long one. Released in May 2007, so a year after the last Pirates of the Caribbean. A production budget of $300 million. The most expensive film ever made at the time of its release. And I'll be honest, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
It's on the screen.
Yep.
There's a lot of money on that screen. Crazy, though. $300 million again.
Have you
most
said
expensive.
that every episode?
I think
this
so.
This is the most expensive movie ever produced up till now?
I think
Great.
so.
Yeah, okay.
At World's End, earned a total of $963.4 million worldwide. It was the highest grossing film of 2007, eclipsing Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and Spider-Man 3.
Jeez.
So it took down some giants there in the third part of this trilogy. They sort of thought maybe this would be it. Obviously, we have a couple more still to do, but they come a little bit later. But wow, it cost a lot, but it made a lot of money, man. Nearly $1 billion.
Yeah, but a lot of picturesque moments, as you said. You could tell. There's a lot of put into this thing.
The battle scenes alone, you're like, holy crap. All right, so the skinny of this movie, and it's a fat one, but the skinny is the East India Trading Company are trying to eliminate all the pirates. So Barbossa, Will, and Elizabeth race to bring back Jack Sparrow from Davy Jones' locker so as to bring together all the members of the Brethren Court and launch an attack on Lord Cutler Beckett, who right now is controlling Davy Jones and the Flying Dutchman.
So much plot.
You follow?
Simple.
Really, yeah. Danielle and I were making a web of all the different plots. Because really,
Yeah,
you
that's
need
smart.
to. You generally need to. But the way so many of the deals fell apart and
That's
guys
the thing.
switching teams like they're James Harden, it's like, what's the point of the web? Is you just got to follow. You just really have to follow.
The middle is confusing.
Oh,
Indeed.
my God, yeah. 2 hours and 48 minutes is the runtime for At World's End. Stars all of the people that we've had in the first two, the Johnny Depps, Orlando Blooms, Keira Knightley. I mean, everybody, literally everybody. Our new addition, Chow Yun-fat. That's the new big name here to this huge cast because everybody's back. And for the third and final time, this one directed by Gore Verbinski. After this,
Thank you,
he
Gore.
says, I've done it all. I put everything I had into this movie, in this trilogy, JD.
I believe it.
And moved on. Yeah.
I mean, you guys said it. It's all on the screen. And this movie is a fucking feast for the eyes, I have to say. Like, for all of its flaws and all of its convolutedness, it's just a joy to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it in theaters? No.
No,
Okay.
no.
Will, do you want to go in a couple years when they no doubt put it in theaters for the 25th anniversary?
I mean, I would consider it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Booty Boys, go
Let's go.
catch it together?
Yeah, I would.
It would be cool on the big screen. I'm not even kidding. You're right. It does look awesome. It's very long and very convoluted, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, you get a little edible in you walking into there. If they're serving edibles as you walk in, I bet they will.
Okay.
Well, I was considering taking an edible before watching this because, why not? And then I'm glad I didn't because the multiplicity of Johnny Depp and the whole underworld thing. And I mean, we'll get to it, but I felt high watching this movie. At various parts. It's just like, what is happening here?
As in, you wouldn't want to be high for Johnny Depp's first scene, which we'll get to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also just following what was happening.
Right. Yeah,
Well,
totally.
I mean, in doing these, I'm obviously taking a lot of notes. And again, I'm leaning on Wikipedia and leaning on IMDb for all of the plot points. But I don't know, about an hour and 10 minutes into this movie, I was like,
Yeah.
close left. I'm like, what's the point? I can't keep track of anything.
yeah.
Everything I write down completely just flips 10 minutes later. So
Yes.
I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
just going to go along for the ride.
Good move.
Right? Just enjoy it.
Yep.
Pop the edible, sit back, and enjoy it. All right. So let's get into it here. Again, this is part 3 of our Booty Boys Pirates of the Caribbean series. So to increase his power, I guess, in the Caribbean, Lord Cutler Beckett executes anyone, including women and children. This guy's diabolical. That is associated with piracy. So Beckett, he possesses Davy Jones' heart. See Booty Boys episode 2, the end of that
You got
one.
the chest.
And he is basically ordering Jones to destroy all the pirate ships to kill all the pirates. And again, kill anyone associated with piracy. Hell, even kill the Kraken. Pour one out for the Kraken. I mean, that was sad.
Honestly, that was sad.
part.
I can't. That would be like killing off the Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic Park off screen. I was disappointed and offended for the Kraken
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
of Kraken kind.
Yes, yes.
Also, they didn't even eat it.
Wow,
that's a great
That's
point.
the largest calamari.
100%.
Yeah.
You're on the water, like you know, you're gonna feed your crew for months, literally.
Good point.
Just
Definitely.
salt that up. It's delicious.
Kraken rolls for everybody.
So Jones and the Squid Squad here are basically hired hitmen. And or not even hired. They're just under the spell of Lord Beckett. Taz came up with that. I thought.
good,
I like that. So that's how we start. And then the condemned prisoners, because this starts pretty dark. This movie, you know, everybody just being killed and hung. I guess a young boy starts us off. Beautiful voice. Starts singing the song "Hoist the Colors" to summon the 9 pirate lords from around the world to convene at Shipwreck Cove to hold brethren court and address Beckett's threat.
Oh, that's what's happening.
That's what I believe is happening.
That's why he goes. Fucking finally.
I know.
they-
Yeah, he's
Yes.
excited they're singing.
yes.
I didn't
Okay.
realize that either. That
Yeah.
seems like a little bit too much power for a 9-year-old boy to have. If you're asking me. He just knows the word to this song. And if he gets enough people to sing along with him, everybody's coming.
Yeah, and it's like the song trigger, like it starts vibrating things. Is that what's going on here? That's what I think.
It's very, very convoluted. I know it's convoluted as we get into the plot scenes and all this, but it starts off very convoluted. The boy is holding a coin, and I get
holding a coin.
and to me, you kind of have a callback to, I guess it's number 1, the first movie where Keira Knightley rips the coin off of the boy's chest.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, we need a coin, we need a boy. And then somehow everything is just kind of connected as, we get the vibrations coming up with Sao Feng and him hearing the coin in his ear coming up. So, it just seemed too simple for Cutler Beckett to be able to say, finally, you know, and then everything starts.
Yep.
But it all.
I totally missed that.
And you weren't even high, man.
I wasn't even high. I was locked in. This is 2 minutes in. And I want to say also, the first movie they thought was so like, it was their first PG-13 movie, you know, and they didn't even put the Disney logo on the first one. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
The, off the top, it just goes straight into it. This one, it's the full fireworks.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Hang a kid. They hanged a kid in the first scene.
Yeah, it's a dark entry to
yeah.
the movie for sure. The fascist government overreach, the mass hangings, and then like when they put the kid on the thing, you're like, oh, somebody's gonna come with a sword or an arrow and shoot him down or something like that. Nah, they just straight up hang him.
I'll admit too, I didn't when we start this movie, I was like, is this a flashback? Like, are we in the past here? And obviously we quickly learn with Lord Cutler Beckett that it's not, that's present day, but I'm like, yeah, what this he's gotta escape.
Nope.
He just sings a song and
Gets on the apple box.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to step on something to be
Right.
hung. So it's a little spooky. Although, that being said, they don't show any of it.
No.
So it's
Yeah,
literally
they
it's
just show
just
the
turn of
hinge thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
true.
and they don't see it.
Did you like the song "Hoist the Colors"?
Yeah, it's okay.
A modern pirate song. They wrote it for this movie. Like the other ones are, I don't know. I don't know if they're traditional pirate songs. I don't know if those have survived, but they're definitely in the ride. Like Yo Ho Ho and a
right.
bottle of rum. A
Yeah.
pirate's life for me.
Yeah.
This one they wrote it. They wrote Hoist the Colors, it's got to be the most recently written pirate song.
100%.
For sure. Like instantly to the top of the charts on the pirate charts. Number 1, finally unseating a pirate's life for me after 250 years. It's Hoist the Colors.
Yeah. I mean, it's good, right?
It's not bad.
I think it's
it
good.
fits in, I think.
I mean, I would almost dare to say nominate it for a original song, right?
Wow.
Why
Are the lyrics of this song they wrote about the whole Tia Dalma and Calypso?
Great question.
And like how it all came to be? I think it might be. Yeah. Do you consider Jack Sparrow featuring Michael Bolton a pirate song? Because that was written more recently. Sorry, I just tried to fact check.
Okay, wow, that's a great song.
Lonely Island Crew.
And a hilarious video. Davy Jones' giant squid. Too good.
Okay, so here's the rub with this whole thing, though. Captain Jack Sparrow, pirate lord of the Caribbean, never named a successor before being dragged to Davy Jones' locker to be, basically sort of killed. I wrote down, let this be a lesson to all the parents out there. You got to execute your will.
Yeah.
Right? Have you done it?
No.
Get on it.
I know.
Get on it, man.
It's true.
We're
I'm
having
literally-
problems right now with Nora's parents.
Yeah.
I think my father-in-law thinks by signing this document, it's like sealing his death.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
But you got to do it to help everybody else out when unfortunately you do pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm at the age now where people will go, yeah, you had a good run. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, you've had a good run. I hope you have a lot more running left.
I
I
hope
think
so
you're
too.
the most fit you've ever since I've ever known you. The most.
Wow.
You don't think so?
Doesn't say a lot for my past.
Well, not really. Because
Pretty skinny. I know it's hard to remember when you see
No, you're
somebody.
right, though.
It's like when you see your kid every day. It's the same as when you see JD every day. Like you don't notice how he
hold on,
changes.
hold on. Back me
But-
up here.
but
We've
no,
known
I'm
him-
saying-
we've known
If
him.
somebody came in after 6 months, they're like, wow, JD's really grown. You got a lot taller.
We've known him 25
no, you wouldn't
years.
see his fat
Yeah.
change. I would say just that your fat percentage, I think it's gotten higher. Your fat percentage has gotten higher.
It's okay. I can take it.
No,
Tess.
because I did watch a video. I put one up on our Substack page.
Yeah.
I'm not plugging our Substack page, but when
No,
you
plug it.
were,
Plug it.
you were doing a VO and you were standing there when we were back in the score.
Oh yeah.
And you look slimmer. That's all. That's all I gotta say. And this was 12.
mean-
Okay,
15,
maybe
13.
look slimmer, but there is no doubt.
Their pants
25
were
years
hanging
ago,
off
all
of
we
you.
did was drink Guinness
That's true.
and get bombed, and now
Yeah.
you're quite healthy.
Yeah.
So, and
I
you
try to-
hit in the gym.
Yeah, that's
Off
true.
season. Off season. That goes up.
Okay, execute your will though, please. Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay. Please.
Tass, you're officially out of the will.
No, I don't want you to sign that will. I think you'd be more reckless. I think I would be more reckless, and I'm not projecting myself, but I think we're the same in that you're just gonna go live life a little bit different, a little bit on the edge. You're like,
He's gonna get that motorcycle.
Yeah.
Now I'm definitely signing that.
Yeah.
will.
yeah.
Okay. So because of this, again, Jack Sparrow has not named a successor here, Captain Barbossa, back from the dead, baby. He leads Will, Elizabeth, Tia Dalma, and then the surviving crew of the Black Pearl in a plot to go and rescue Jack. So that's sort of one subplot here, where they're going to go and try and get him back here from Davy Jones' locker. But in order to do that, they got to go to Singapore.
That's right. Finally.
Where they meet Pirate Lord Sao Feng, who owns navigational charts to the locker to go get, obviously, Jack Sparrow.
does.
That's where he is internally imprisoned.
Yeah, he's got a very cool map with spinning parts and
Very
lots
cool.
of different ways you can go. I actually think the Pirates Lair in Singapore looks awesome.
Yep.
I do like Chow Yun Fat just constantly calling for more steam, more steam, more steam. He wants his skin to look good when they're out there. But yeah, we also get Elizabeth in disguise again. I feel like that calls back to the last movie. She was in disguise a lot. She's wearing her first of at least 3 different hats.
Lot of hats.
A lot of different hats for Elizabeth in this movie. I don't mind it. And yeah, we're getting like the pirates crew is kind of all sneaking in the
Yep.
Under
the
deck,
subterranean steam layer part of the thing. Yeah, interesting start.
Yeah, Elizabeth and Barbossa bargain with Feng for the map and a ship, but Feng is furious because Will has already tried to steal it, and they have him as a prisoner, right? I mean, that's when he pops out of the water.
How long's he been in there?
I know. How long was he holding his breath? Yeah. he got caught and he's all tied up in like, I wrote down some steam room bondage type shit. Because you're right, he was calling for more steam. And it's like quite sexual in that bathhouse, I would say.
It is a little bit.
Maybe that's me. I don't know.
It's hell trying to understand all this, but I will bring us to one comment, one point from Barbosa when he says, the song has been sung, we must convene the brethren court. So does that just mean the song is sung? And that's when when Beckett says, finally, the trigger. So that's it. Now we can do it.
Yeah, let's get together.
Okay, that's it. Done.
I guess that's a rule. I got a lot of rules in Pirate Land, and one of them is if that song is sung and hoist your colors or hoist the colors, then we got to all get together and meet in court.
Let's do this. That's why we came to Singapore, man.
And no one has sang the song in however many years since the last Brethren Court. Apparently, this kid was the first one.
Well, they do say it's the fourth Brethren Court, don't they?
The fourth Brethren
Court. There's been
Court.
a couple times, I assume, where the song has been sung.
It seems like that's the trigger for it, but they're just lucky. Otherwise, they would have to be meeting all the time. If this song catches on and it becomes popular, which apparently it is because Elizabeth is singing it as like they cruise in to Singapore.
Yeah.
Aren't they like, oh man, another meeting? Somebody else is singing. All right, get out your coins. We're going
This
to
could have been an
Singapore.
email, but okay.
Okay, so the East India Trading Company, led by sort of a new bad guy named Mercer, I mean, he's like a secondary guy here, they make a surprise attack on Fang's bathhouse. And then and this is important, I believe, because during the ensuing chaos, Will strikes a bargain with Fang for the Black Pearl in exchange for Jack Sparrow. Because that's where they're like, again, there is a straight up battle going on, but they're like having like a whisper meeting here.
Yep.
And making this deal. And who clocks it?
Mercer is the one who's like overlooking.
Yeah.
He wants to shoot him, but then he hears him talking about getting Jack back and turning Jack over. So he's like, all right, I'll let this play out.
Yeah. And then, so this deal, if I again have this right, Fang wants to turn Jack Sparrow over to Beckett, presumably for immunity from all of these Jones attacks. I think that's his thinking. And then Will wants the Black Pearl to rescue his father, Bootstrap Bill. Who is on the Flying Dutchman there.
This is a 3-team deal.
A lot of moving parts. Need Bobby Marks to weigh in on this. Check the books on this one. Does it work in the trade machine? Yes, it does. It does. Okay. Anything else from this crazy scene here in the bathhouse or in Singapore?
I mean, so as soon as the East India Trading Company comes in, we get some like legitimate deaths again. Like we just had a kid get hung and we have a woman shot right in the forehead.
I couldn't believe that.
I know. This guy's bad. Mercer's a bad guy.
And I also thought, the one woman gets shot straight in the head, and I thought the other one like gives a hell of a look, like I'm gonna get you for that.
Yes.
She never gets any revenge.
Yeah.
I thought she would
revenge.
I thought she would get him back in the
revenge,
end somehow, but nope. She just has to mourn her potential sister or something like that.
My thought process through all of this was like, all right, two hot chicks to watch the show. And my wife's out of town, so I'm going to enjoy the company of these two hot women that are joining the crew. One dies, and I was like, all right, one more hot woman to enjoy the ride with. She died too. What the hell?
Well, do we know she died?
I don't know. She disappeared.
She's still in Singapore. Yeah, okay. So you were disappointed from here on out.
That pretty much. Yeah, I was like, all right, well, whatever.
Good little moment when the little guy shoots the gigantic gun and like flies back into the hole as well. And Tia Dalma's there as well. She's part of the crew now.
Yeah.
And there's the very pirate move by Barbosa when he literally says, our intentions here are strictly honorable. Second later, same breath, the swords get passed to them from below deck. So it's like, I'm a pirate. This is basically, going from I'm doing this honorably, and then I'm killing you.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool though.
It looked neat.
Yeah. Apparently it took hundreds of billions of takes for them to pass it through the floor and for them to catch it simultaneously.
Oh wow, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. Simultaneously. Grabbing the handles.
Both Keira Knightley
six
and
weapons
Barbosa.
that come out. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Definitely Barbosa and Elizabeth both grab two, right, and start stabbing left and right. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
how many takes do you think it took for Keira Knightley to pull a blunderbuss out of her ass?
That was weird.
That was
weird.
right?
I'd forgotten about that part. Yeah, she's okay. It's like it's a joke. She's got all the weapons and stuff,
sure.
but then
And a grenade.
yeah, and the grenade. But then it's like, okay, that's okay. We've seen that joke a million times in movies, action movies, right? And then one more. And she pulls out. Pulls it out.
Is that what that's called? One of those.
Now it is.
Maybe. All right. Any other Singapore thoughts? We can keep going here.
Did anybody give a crap that we just get to Singapore? I mean, they're from the Caribbean and now they're in Singapore. I didn't care. I didn't care
No,
personally.
I didn't care. No.
That's a good point.
The guy cuts off his toe that's frozen.
Oh, that's no. Now
Yeah,
we're
that's
jumping.
what- yeah,
we're
yeah.
jumping from Singapore. Let's go right to there
that's
to the
totally
frozen
true.
sea.
That's totally
'Cause that
true.
does
I'm
like
getting
that
them
too.
convoluted. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's where they're sailing, and they're obviously on their way here to, or they're trying to figure out where the Davy Jones locker is to save Jack Sparrow. They go through this frozen sea. They eventually sail over an enormous waterfall into the locker. Yeah, frostbite though. Looked legit. Guy snapping off his big toe.
Who breaks it off?
And no pain either. He doesn't.
Yeah, I
he's
guess
not
you
hurt.
can't feel it.
Yeah.
But
Pass it around. Gnaw on it.
No,
yeah, I'm surprised. Like,
You gotta
Everybody-
eat anything. I'm with JD. Like,
Yeah.
eat the Kraken, eat your toe that's broken off. Anything you see, like Davy Jones gets a tentacle cut off, I'd eat it.
yeah. It's all. You're right. I mean,
Yeah.
food is scarce.
That would be very good. And
Scarce.
the scenic scenes going through the ice, sort of, it looks like a canal kind of thing. It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah,
It
the
did
ice
look
world
good.
looks good.
Yeah.
Yep. Meanwhile, Jack Sparrow, he is constantly hallucinating here about an entire crew of himself. But when the Pearl is mysteriously carried to an ocean shore by crab-like creatures, Jack is reunited with his old shipmates there who have found their way to the locker. So I'm obviously skipping a little bit ahead here, but they eventually make it to Davy Jones' locker. And let's break all this down. What was your
They
favorite part of
eventually
this?
The ship full of Jacks, I think, is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like 30 minutes basically until we actually get to see Jack Sparrow. So you're like, how big of a part of this he going to be in this movie? And then there's 100 Jacks basically. I think it looks super cool. It looks super trippy. You know, when the rock actually turns into a crab, I think looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
think
like
so, too.
thousands of them and it takes them over. I think this was... I don't know. The last battle's pretty sick as well,
Yes,
but
it
this is probably my other favorite scene in the movie. All the Jacks.
No doubt. It's nice that we actually wait 30 minutes before we see Johnny Depp in this movie. And the first time we see him, he's fighting with himself. That his soul is trapped, his mind is trapped, his body's trapped. And it's just scenic, that white landscape in contrast to the black pearl. It is pretty beautiful. And he starts licking rocks and he's going nuts. Yeah, I think this one, I combine it sort of with the first time we saw Johnny Depp in the first movie. Just epic debuts in each movie for Johnny Depp, no doubt.
What'd you think, Judy?
I did not like the multiple Jacks, I have to
No,
say.
why?
I didn't. It was too much. It was too much Jack Sparrow. You know what I mean? Like it's just he's scenery chewing as it is when he's one guy, and then it all felt sort of off. And I know that it's supposed to feel off because it's whatever Davy Jones' locker and all that, but it felt like all the Jacks didn't know quite where to look all the time because he's so weird and unpredictable. Anyways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really hated it when the two of them show up in his dreads later. Like, I hated
the tiny ones,
that
Tiny
gag.
Jacks.
little
Sounds good,
angels
yeah.
on his
Yeah.
shoulder. Yeah, devil.
It just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
And this part goes on for so long. Just, I think it's like 10 minutes or so
Really?
of
Yeah,
just
probably.
this. But I'm with Trey. The rock that turns into a crab is great. And I guess
That's Tia Dalma saving him,
Yes,
right? Because she
that's-
has her little crab thing or something that she's always touching.
well, it didn't click into me until she turns into crabs.
Yeah. But she
So,
has something that's a crab, like either charm or necklace around this
that I
part.
didn't even notice.
Yeah. And she's
But-
like stroking it. And I think the idea is she is moving the ship that has Jack Sparrow on it to them when they get there. I think that's what's
yeah.
happening.
They thought of everything.
And that it
I'm
looked
impressed.
the salt bed or whatever they're
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
That looked just
That
fucking
part does-
cool.
does
that,
look cool.
that I like the surrealness of it, but I just thought that whenever there's more than one Jack on screen, I get annoyed. I don't know why.
Okay.
It just didn't work for me. And there's a goat fucking joke in that part, right? Is that the insinuation or was that just my headspace?
I don't know.
What's he
let's
say?
relive.
He doesn't say anything. He sort of makes a pass at the goat, like he's sitting next to a goat.
He like scoots over.
Yeah, and he scoots over sort of in a flirtatious way, and then the goat turns to the camera as if to say, "Well, here we go again." It's like, this is my hell. This is the goat's hell, not Jack Sparrow's hell. Anyway,
and I don't know if this increased the cost for this movie, but because it is dry, as you said, they're trying to make the contrast here in the desert versus the boat. Apparently, it rained there, and they're kind of waiting for either like a windstorm or heat to dry it out. So it took them a couple days. There's puddles everywhere.
Oh, interesting.
They filmed this in the Utah salt flats.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, to me, that's a great location.
Yes.
I think it must be the exact same location where Will Smith crashes down in Independence Day and punches an alien in the face and carries him across. And that's an awesome scene too.
Yeah.
Just out in like the pure white desert. I think anything like that looks so cool.
Yeah, me too.
This looked even whiter, I think, than Independence Day, right? Like
I feel like they cranked the contrast.
It could be, yeah.
Because of this
probably.
idea of where he is in this liminal space. Yeah.
So did we skip the Davy Jones playing his music box and the organ? Are we?
We haven't gotten there.
I don't
we
think
haven't?
so.
Oh,
I think we're
my
close.
order is off. Okay.
I think we're close.
Yeah, we're in the
because-
same zone.
Because Jack, obviously, like we said, the ship is carried by these craps back to them because they've made their way there. I say this crew trying to save him. He is initially reluctant to rejoin this crew because he says, it includes 4 people that tried to kill me. One of you did kill me, yes, in Elizabeth. And fair enough. You should be reluctant. Although, but you're also dead.
Yeah, it's a tough spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go back to the land of the living and maybe become immortal, or I can stay here and hang out with myself. That's why Jack's having a tough time deciding what he needs to do.
But ultimately decides, okay, I'll go with them. So as the Black Pearl crew seek an escape route, dead souls are seen floating underwater. And then this is where we cue the exposition, right? We get a bunch of like backstory here or some reasoning. So Tia Dalma reveals that Davy Jones was appointed by Calypso, goddess of the sea, and his lover to ferry the dead to the next world. That was actually his job. In return, Jones was allowed to step upon land for 1 day every 10 years to be with his love. But when she failed to meet him, she did not check the calendar. The scorned captain abandoned his duty, and then he transformed into this monster.
Oh.
Yeah.
She didn't show up for that day. I thought it was all
No,
him who didn't show up.
it was her.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh. And then he's pissed.
So then he's pissed.
He's like,
And
well,
then
I'm
he
not doing this dumb job anymore.
Float away, dead people.
Yeah.
Gotta wait another 10 years. And you're right, we have at this point seen him being sad
Yeah.
Yes.
at the thing, because that's how we learn that Davy Jones is now working for the company, right? Like he's
Yes.
working for the East India
Yes.
Trading Company. He can barely even bring himself to play his pipe organ anymore. He's got his sad music box nearby. And then it's like flashing, oh, here's Tia Dalma's music box. We'll figure out that
Yes.
they're in on it together somehow. Who betrayed who? It takes a long time to figure that out.
And as he's playing them, it is pretty cool to see the tentacles be a character in and of themselves, right? Like the teardrops.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the tentacle goes up and grabs it. And then as I guess it's Beckett shows up and he's mad again. He's feisty. Then the tentacles start flying all over the place, right? So it's cool. Filming is cool.
Nora, in watching this one, she hadn't watched the previous 2 Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe she saw them 25 years ago or whatever.
Sure.
But so she's like asking me to fill it in. I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying my best to like get her caught up to speed here. And then she very quickly clocks. She goes, oh, Tia Dalma, that's Calypso, eh? I'm like, oh, maybe what? Hold on, is she? And then, well, I guess it obviously comes to fruition that she is. I was like, wow, how did you know that? Did you remember that? Maybe she did somewhere in her brain, but anyway, she was on it. So while departing though here, Elizabeth sees her father, Governor Weatherby Swan's soul pass by in a boat. He was murdered by Cutler Beckett after Swan became suspicious about the heart, and there was no need for Governor anymore. And we saw that. That was early. I mean, I skipped that scene, but he was taken out on a boat from Lord Beckett said.
Yeah,
get rid of
and
him,
like
basically.
Norrington is working with Beckett as well. They're talking about all these execution orders that they got. We hear about the 9 pieces of 8 for the brethren. Norrington gets his sword back.
Yep.
His sword that we get in like the first 2 scenes of the very first movie or something like that. But yeah, Daddy dies here at some point. I still don't really know what happened to this guy. Like, was he hung as well? Probably.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Because there's this little throwaway, not a throwaway, but something about, oh, what am I signing here? Or there's something about execution orders in Beckett's office, and Jonathan Pryce is there. And this scene is really good.
I liked it.
It's really good.
I was touched.
Yeah.
I was like, this is sad, man.
Jonathan Pryce and Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
and Keira Knightley going crazy, grab the rope, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And he's like, I'll give your regards to your mother and all that. And the guy's a good actor.
Yeah.
He is good.
And I think here Governor Swan reveals that whoever stabs Joan's heart becomes the Flying Dutchman's immortal captain. Right. And so, of course, Elizabeth is like, we'll get revenge. This is an important plot point here. Whoever does stab that heart is ultimately going to become the next Davy Jones.
For a culture that seems to be really lawless, there's a lot of like ins and outs and you have to do this and clauses that it's impossible to keep straight. So like Davy Jones, he's out on the sea for 10 years at a time. A lot can change before he comes back. He's like, what? And that's why Jack didn't know he needed to have his will in order.
If you are a pirate, you need a lawyer.
Absolutely.
That should be your second in command.
Maritime law, for sure.
Yeah, because there's just so many clauses and so many things to know.
Like
and
you
can get out of
okay,
things.
so like just the Flying Dutchman has if you stab the heart, you have to take out your own heart, and then you're the captain of the Flying Dutchman forever. But also you can hire somebody out and they have to work on the Flying Dutchman for 13 years, which we find out in the second movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ups and downs of who actually gets to be in charge of it, because it seems like it should be a lifetime appointment until the next person comes by. Much like the Supreme Court, but apparently there's outs at some point. That's why it's very confusing to me.
Very.
100%.
Very confusing.
I do love when all those bodies are floating by. We actually get names for the scumbag pirates, Rigetti and Pintel.
Yeah.
I think, right? One of them goes, I wonder what would happen if you dropped a cannonball on one of them. I was thinking the exact same thing. What would happen? Tia Talbot shows up, they're like, nah.
That must be why they decided later on to put a monkey in a cannon. They're like, I wonder what will happen if we put this monkey in a cannon and just fire it. Oh, just see what happens. Yeah. They're just going to try things.
At sea forever.
Any thoughts here on the Governor Swan saying goodbye?
Yeah, wonderful moment. Let me just... One thing I made a note of previously when we were talking about Davy Jones and the music box. So when Tia touches her pendant, that is an exact replica of the music box, right? They
look the same.
I think so.
Yeah, I think they are the exact same things.
Yeah, like a BFF
necklace.
They're like 2 of them at the same time.
Yeah, they're lovers. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because they look the same. So that's all. Just want to make that note.
So the Black Pearl, though, it remains trapped here in the locker, and they're trying to figure out how the hell to get out of here. And then Jack Sparrow deciphers a clue on that rotating map. He just spins it around a little bit, and then it just
the new
sort
code.
of tells you what to do. Yeah. And he realizes the ship must be capsized to return to the living world. So we get this scene here where they start rocking the boat, running from one side to the other. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, why can't he just tell them, hey, this is what we should do?
Nah, he can't, man. It wouldn't be Jack Sparrow. And that's what I like about this scene, where it's up is down, and he literally, he could verbally go say it. That's not cool. He just takes it and does something with it. He starts going from side to side to flip that thing, and then it looks awesome to see
this
that
whole
thing filmed.
Yeah.
The camera flips upside down. So there's that part.
Yeah.
Jack being Jack. That's the only way Jack could do it.
The ship is overturned at sunset and upturns back into the living world as the sun rises, and that's where like the green flash marks their return here. But JD, were you a fan of getting the ship back to the living world by having to capsize it and this whole thing?
Yeah, and I would argue that it was probably the most expeditious way to convince everybody to capsize the boat that they're on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like otherwise he's trying to explain, no, look at the map. We got to flip our boat our main vessel, our main source of survival, we have to be upside down and in the water. Just fucking run back and forth and flip the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because verbalizing wouldn't have worked.
You couldn't convince it.
Exactly.
You don't have the pirate lawyer on the boat to say, this is the way to do it.
Yeah, they would just say to Jack, you're just dumb Jack being dumb Jack.
Right.
If you verbalize it, right? You got to do it.
I'll give them respect here for because there's no way people running back and forth on the top of this giant boat is going to capsize it. But they went underneath. They let go of all the barrels and cannons.
Right.
So at least the weight is in theory rocking back and forth too. I was like, okay, thank you for
Thanks for making it
that.
realistic.
Also, Captain Jack Sparrow would be great in an escape room. Because that was a very escape room like move. With
That's
him
true,
and the map and then figuring it out. So, cool move.
I like the map in general. Like versus
map's cool.
Versus a Ouija board, so it's way better.
Do you think they should have played Aaliyah's Rock the Boat during this scene though?
Yeah, they should have.
It's like would be the weirdest song to pair with this, but
Do it pirate style.
very on point. Oh yeah, maybe. All right, anything else to add, TK?
The boat, rock the boat.
I want you to rock. The boat.
Tia Dalma, we find out, loves Davy Jones. And that's why I remember we were recording the second one. I was like, that scene plays a lot different when you know that Tia and Davy are lovers at some point at least.
Yeah. Okay, well, the crew get out of there. They are back into the living world, and they decide they got to stop at a small island, restock supplies, because they're low on everything. And this is where they find the carcass of the Kraken.
Washed up.
Yeah, just there. And again, so sad. And I guess Jack, in seeing the dead Kraken, realizes, whoa, this Beckett guy, he's serious.
He's bad.
There's a real threat here. Maybe we do have to have this brethren court. And decide what to do.
Why wouldn't Beckett want to keep the Kraken active? To me, it seems like the most vicious weapon in this world.
Well, we debated in the last one, maybe this idea of can you really control it?
Yeah, I think that's the question.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I thought that's what's his face, tentacle face. Is that Davy Jones?
Davy Jones.
Yeah.
That was his source of his power, right? Like he had this weapon of mass destruction, basically, that he had control of. That's why they wanted to, stop him. Or the whole point is to control the Kraken, and then that goes away. And now you just got a powerful ship. Like the Flying Dutchman is powerful. There's only one ship in the ocean that's faster, and that's the Black Pearl. Mm-hmm. But it's still, a menacing vehicle, I guess. But yeah, it's weird.
I think they were just like, we've already got a lot of money in this movie.
Right.
We can't do the Kraken again.
We got a massive toilet flush to CGI, so let's. I got to get rid of the Kraken.
Yeah. Okay, so on this island here, after they see the Kraken there, further in, I guess, they're ambushed by Sao Feng, who reveals his secret agreement with Will. However, and this is right around the time I closed the laptop, he also betrays Will, having made another deal with Cutler Beckett to hand over the crew and keep the Black Pearl. So just this idea, this
is long.
Yeah. Deals are just, you made a deal, it doesn't mean anything. It's the weirdest thing in this pirate world. It means everything and nothing all at the same time.
Yeah.
You said this is long.
Well, they're cutting between the deals.
Yes,
it's just literally cutting from one to the other is like 7-8 minutes before the fight breaks out. So that's just very, very, very long.
Yeah. When we get towards the last week of the NBA season, people will be like, here are the playoff scenarios. If this team wins, this team gets the 6th seed and this team gets the 4th seed. Yep. And that means we're looking at 4 or 5. And I'm like, just tell me who's playing who at the end. And that's how I feel with this scene.
Right.
Like when they finally split up and we know which 2 captains are going with which 2 captains, I'm like, okay, good. That explains it a little bit to me because the ins and the outs, I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Everybody wants Elizabeth. They think maybe she's Calypso. They don't know yet, these fools. Sao Feng is still around for a little bit. Beckett, he'll take any information he can get. He'll take any pirate artifact he can get. He's like, give me the compass. Give me the heart of Davy Jones. I'll take it all and then I'll destroy it all. That's all he wants to do. So I just need to know what's happening at the end, and that's what we get. The Dutchman chases Sao Feng and Beckett chases the Pearl.
I'm going to defend the convolutedness a bit.
Go on.
I think it's a it's a good exercise in writing when there's so many characters, right? And a lot of characters that are, frankly, for the amount of characters that this movie has, they're pretty well fleshed out, most of them, right? At least you have a sense of who they are.
Yeah.
And then,
can I jump in there though?
Yeah.
What is Beckett's problem with pirates so much?
I think he's
we don't really get an explanation for
honestly,
why he is so hell bent on eliminating them all.
Well, I think he's a snob. I think it just literally boils down to that.
Okay.
He just thinks that it's all beneath him because every time there's a big fight or something happening, he's just having his tea, in this really fine china,
Yeah, okay.
I think that's what it boils down to.
Fair.
Now, yeah, that for him being the big bad, he is not very well fleshed out.
Not really.
Yeah, he's just sort of...
he's a great character, though.
He is.
He's a perfect snob and
Totally.
You're like, why, man?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why his death unfolds the way it does, because he's just... He is above it all right up until the end, and he can't fucking fathom that anyone would betray him. And this whole movie is about betrayal.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like... These characters are all clamoring over one another to have one up, and the leverage points shift constantly, right? So, I have the compass, so I'm above you, but I got the squid, but no, the squid's dead, and so it just goes up and down like that. I think it's way too much and way overwritten, but it's still pretty well written. You know what I mean? Like,
I hear you.
It's a good example of like flipping somebody on their head. Like this whole thing is about betrayal, and it's all about lying to somebody, but we love Survivor, and this is basically Survivor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's a great point.
So anyway.
Yeah.
And Sao Fang is that Survivor contestant that can be swung. Because it's not that convoluted for him. It's just like he thinks he's going to be on the winning team.
I just want to survive.
But then he just
I just want a chance to pitch my case at final tribal council.
That's right.
He gets
As long as
swung
it ain't
pretty
me.
easily.
Yeah, he plays a Sandra game for sure.
Yeah, he waits for everybody else to bicker, and he's like, okay, that's what I got to do.
Yeah, but he also is a Survivor character that has no idea what's going on, or thinks he knows what's happening, but is completely wrong.
I mean, he immediately gets double crossed by Beckett, like soon after.
Yeah.
This. Like he doesn't know. So the Endeavor arrives, and Jack Sparrow is taken aboard that ship. Although he refuses, Jack does, to divulge to Beckett where the Brethren Court is going to convene. He won't give up that information. Instead, Jack manufactures a deal to lead Beckett to where the pirates will convene and lure them out for Beckett to destroy them, in exchange for Beckett protecting him from Davy Jones. Everybody is just making these deals with Beckett, saying, I'll do this, just when you sick Davy Jones on all the pirates, I'm cool, right?
Yes.
I don't know why you'd ever trust him at this point.
No.
But everybody does. They seem to at first, at least.
Yeah, Beckett's the meat shield, I guess.
Yeah.
They're like, you got the power right now. You won immunity.
Yeah.
You've got the compass. This is obviously a big thing to get. So, yeah, we'll try and make deals with this guy because as the company, you assume at least they have the resources to back things up, and that's why everybody has to join up together to vote him out.
Right. So Feng is double-crossed by Beckett. Feng bargains with Barbossa now to release the Pearl in exchange for Elizabeth, who Feng believes is Calypso.
Why,
in human.
though?
Yeah,
Why?
This is the part. Where did that come from?
I missed it. Tess, you're locked in, man.
I have no answer for that question.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was so out of nowhere.
At some point, Barbossa does say, we have Calypso.
Right.
So Barbossa has at least let them know Calypso is on our ship.
Yeah, okay.
And I think Sao Fang's just like, woman. Must be her.
Right.
Who else
Right.
could it possibly be?
Yeah.
The other woman?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, at that point, take them both, I would say.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, okay. So Feng attacks the Endeavor. This allows Jack to escape. Aboard his warship, Feng tells Elizabeth that the First Brethren Court trapped Calypso into human form so men could rule the seas. We learned that. Then we have Davy Jones attacking Feng's ship. This is part where it is. And I'm with you, JD, even on like all these betrayals. And it's like when you really zoom out or you, I guess, really dig in, you're like, wow, it does all make sense.
Yes.
At least as convoluted as it is, it sort of makes sense. Even all these battles and people moving ships, it's like, it actually all makes sense, but holy crap, is it tough to follow.
Totally.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like you got to watch it, like feels like 3 times just to make sense. But Feng is wounded by a cannonball. And this is where he appoints Elizabeth as the new captain. and the pirate lord of the South China Sea, I guess. But then she and her crew are imprisoned in the Flying Dutchman's brig. And I think it's here where she talks to Bootstrap, and she realizes he's losing it.
Right.
Yeah.
That he's just like, I guess he's got dementia, I guess.
Yeah, he's become part of the ship. He's like a ship man at this point.
Yeah.
His brain is stuck in the thing. She realizes he's going nuts because they have the whole conversation. Bootstrap can't believe that Elizabeth knows who he is. They talk, and then he's like, oh, you know my name?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Dementia.
Yeah, yeah.
That's bad. And I mean, it's going to happen if your whole body is getting infested with barnacles. He's got barnacles in the brain, as you can tell.
Barnacle Bill.
Barnacle Bill, Bootstrap Bill. But I was like, wow, man, another character. We're like an hour and a half in. We're like, don't forget about Bootstrap.
Yeah.
And don't forget about Admiral James Norrington as well.
He's doing his
going to
best.
come into
Yeah.
play here in a second. We saw him earlier, but yeah, he'll have his big moment in the sun here. This was a lot. Anything to add?
I don't think so. No, I can't wait to get to Shipwreck Cove. I just can't wait.
Okay,
to get
okay,
there.
okay.
But, I mean, that's happening soon.
We're close,
right?
we're close, yeah.
I
This
think
is
so.
basically Elizabeth is finding out that Will is going to have to choose between saving Bootstrap and then becoming the captain of the Dutchman or marrying Elizabeth, right? Like, or staying with Elizabeth. So I'm thinking, like, would you actually want to be the captain of the Dutchman? Because there's a few people vying for it. Like, Davy Jones doesn't want to give it up.
No.
Will is thinking about it. He eventually becomes the captain of the Dutchman. Jack is considering being the captain of the Dutchman. It is good job security.
Yes.
Lifetime appointment.
Yeah.
But you're only on land once every 10 years.
Yeah, that's an issue.
And your whole face is made of barnacles.
But hold on. I thought that they became all fishy because they weren't doing the job properly.
Oh, so you think you could do it the right way?
They became monsters. Yeah,
Yeah, because
absolutely.
when we see Orlando Bloom, sorry to skip ahead, but 10 years later,
post-credit scene,
he's fine.
Yeah.
He's completely
he does look
fine.
good.
But he's
because he's doing the job of ferrying the dead people back and forth.
presumably that's why.
Yeah.
So
He's just a great taxi driver or Uber.
that's right.
Yeah.
He's a great escort.
Or the other.
shuttle driver, I can take you from death to the locker.
That's right.
Yeah.
Isn't that also shown when Tia touches Davy Jones that he goes back to normal form?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got to see Bill Nye for a second.
That was cool.
Like this is how you would be
right.
if you weren't effing up.
Yeah.
And
Man, but I wouldn't be effing up if
you had showed up.
We had one date. Come on now.
Great point.
Yeah. So also aboard, because we're talking about the Flying Dutchman here in the brig, and that's where Elizabeth is talking to Bootstrap and all that. Also aboard there is Admiral James Norrington, who ends up freeing Elizabeth and her crew. And her crew is basically Fang's crew.
Yes.
Because she is now the pirate lord of that squadron.
Yes.
So Norrington feels bad, all of his prior actions in prior movies, and he's like, I'll let you out here. And he helps them escape across like a rope to another ship. But Norrington is killed by Bill.
Norrington is
It's
killed
like-
by Bill.
Cuckoo. It's gone nuts.
Like,
But
nice.
they kiss, don't they?
Do they kiss?
Do they kiss?
Norrington and
yeah, they kiss.
Yeah, she
They do.
kisses everybody.
Yeah.
She got a lot of kisses.
Yeah, and
Yeah, exactly.
she tries to kiss Jack Sparrow at the end, and he resists.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yes, he does sort of. Yeah.
She tries to get 3 kisses in this movie.
Well, she actually
in this particular
Fang
movie,
Fang
she
kisses her
kisses.
too. That wasn't her. That was Fang putting himself on
That's
her.
right.
They
Yeah,
kiss.
yeah.
Ah, yeah,
It's really
yeah.
4.
So it's really 4 because
Yeah.
she got a will. Obviously that one there plus in Norrington. Yeah, it's busy. But
look, Daddy's kept her locked up for a long
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
And
I
then,
don't blame her.
but Norrington shoots the rope
To-
so she can get across.
yeah.
So she saves her. He saves her.
Yes.
In turn.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's like, our fates are intertwined but never linked or whatever like that. He's like, look, we've been
Yeah.
going around each other for quite some time here.
Right.
Obviously, I'm third in line. You love Jack, and you're gonna settle for Will, and I could be in the mix too. But I'll take my third, and I'll let your father-in-law stab me in the heart. Tough stuff for Norrington, but I think a decent arc for this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have been Lord Cutler Beckett in another world, and instead he's just dying on a barnacle ship.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's better for him.
What do you
Yeah.
think of Norrington's death here and our goodbye to to the Admiral?
One down, 85 to go. You know, it's a lot of characters to go through. And this movie, or this series, I don't believe anybody's actually dead. You know.
Well, that's an issue.
That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, why? Yeah. Well, you're just in the locker. Now we know how to get there.
Yeah, exactly. We have a map.
We'll come get you.
Flip it over. Yeah.
So right now at this point in the movie, 3 main people are dead, right? Governor,
Yeah.
Fang,
Yes.
and now
Imperial.
Norrington. Do I have the 3?
I think it's a stretch to call Fang a main character.
Hey, he was a pirate lord, man.
He was one of the 8 of 10, one of 9 or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess he basically was there so that Elizabeth could get a spot at the table.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And wear a cool hat.
And get a cool hat.
Yeah. So, okay. Meanwhile, Will is leaving a trail of floating corpses for Beckett's ship to follow. That's what he is doing here. These little breadcrumbs. And, you know, I mean, look, Will throughout this movie, this guy's gone full Jack, really. He's gone full pirate.
For sure.
Right? He's really adopted the life. And these are the things you got to do out there on the water. So Sparrow, though, catches Will. And, okay, he gives him the magical compass. So then throws him overboard. So then Beckett will then find Shipwreck Cove. Is that what's going on here? Is that the thinking from Jack?
I believe so.
Because he tossed him over, so then Will would be found by Beckett's ship
Yes.
and would have the compass to then get them.
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, he doesn't actually toss him overboard. He breaths him overboard.
That's right.
Falls over, grabs the barrel, and Will has been trying to do this anyways. So I guess he didn't probably want to get as wet as he did. He's probably a little scary in the in-between time from the Pearl to the Endeavor or whatever the name of Beckett's ship is. But this was the whole point for Will, right? Was like, we're going to be tracking him, follow me to Shipwreck Cove. So he doesn't mind either way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but the blow was very confusing. That's where I'm like, okay, did I miss something where
I know.
it's tied
I
in
forgot
as
about
soon
that.
as Jack blows?
But hold
That
on,
he's
what's
gonna
the
fall off.
thought? He just has bad breath?
Yes.
That
I think
knocked
so,
him
That's
over?
the gag.
And I
That's the
appreciate
gag.
that because
Yeah.
these people look like they stink.
Yeah.
And everybody's
100%.
teeth is completely black.
Yeah.
Everybody's fingernails are totally black. And this was the first time it felt like people were like, ugh, stinky guy.
Yeah.
But maybe you would be used to it at that point.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Will's got to be stinky as hell, too.
Yeah. I mean, Jack was in Davy Jones's locker for a while. Imagine what that does on your dental hygiene.
Yeah. But
I mean,
I think it's just a gag. There's not,
It's 100%.
because this is not a very funny movie
not as funny as
some of the other ones, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I agree, yeah.
these,
But that's fine because, it's the third in the trilogy. They want to get darker and
Yeah.
bigger and all that
You're
stuff.
right. They're just
but-
leaning on a Jack joke.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what they're leaning on.
I thought
Just to get a-
not to harp on this, but I found Jack basically, we mentioned before we started recording, he's not really in the movie a lot as much
Not
as you
really.
would think. And I didn't, all of his humor, it didn't really land for me this time for some reason. I don't know why. But also, Jack, Will, and Elizabeth, they're the only ones with white teeth in the whole movie, right? Norrington.
True.
But
and Beckett.
but for the pirates, on the pirate side,
Yeah.
I mean, he would be the third worst breath on that on the boat.
I was just wondering if it's like they just did the gag of bad breath, so it's not him actually chucking Will over.
Right.
Like it looks to us as the audience like, oh, okay, that's a little. Hey, man, that's a little malicious.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, okay. How about this? They weren't together for that scene.
Interesting.
Oh.
So how are we going to get him to get off the boat? But Johnny Depp and
we're really
Orlando
overthinking
are
this.
not available on the same day.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible.
maybe.
I'm sorry if I am forgetting for something from the second one, but is this a callback? The way Will falls off the boat?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Like when they
know.
do the walk with the canoe over their heads, it feels like that was preceded by Will falling in for some reason, and they're just living. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. There's just too many
Interesting.
things happening. But I do agree that the jokes for Jack are just they are not the same. The first couple ones are about Jack, and this is just all plot. This movie is so much
so
plot.
many
Yes.
jokes in this for Jack, and I put jokes in air quotes, are like him and Barbosa going, yes, no, yes, No.
Yeah.
Yes. Like how many times they do that?
Yeah.
It's like, all right. Okay.
Or Jack has a tiny penis, aka telescope, so then he gets a bigger one.
right.
These two beefing with each other over who's actually in charge of the ships.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way he got that big a telescope. I mean,
Where did he get that?
Yeah, why would he just use it all of a sudden? You know, it doesn't make sense.
So at this point, I believe it's revealed to us that Davy Jones masterminded Calypso's imprisonment by the first pirate lords. Because, he's scorned. He was pissed.
scorned.
Yeah. So we learned that little piece of lore here. Shipwreck Island. Cove Island, whatever we're calling it. Yeah.
Nice.
The 9 pirate lords introduce themselves and present the 9 pieces of 8.
I mean, as they get there, that's pretty cool. The pile of boats. When do you see a pile of boats as a scene?
Oh, yeah.
They just
Not
don't
very
make
often,
movies.
man.
They don't make shipwreck coves like they used to. You know what I mean? That's
100%.
That's a pretty awesome shot. Before they get into
I
the
like
cove.
it too.
I liked
I
it.
don't even think I realized that's what that was. They were all
Just
Shipwrecks.
stacked up
They were all
ships.
shipwrecks. I did not even
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah, at first,
Because all
how
the
could-
all the lanterns and stuff are on. Yeah. Okay.
At first, you look at it and you're like, okay.
I just
yeah,
didn't-
this is the cove. And then you start to think, how many shipwrecks have there been? I guess it's been many, many years.
Wow, interesting.
And
Okay,
it,
that
it
was
just looks
cool.
awesome.
And Gibbs says something. He's like, "We're here at Shipwreck Island on Shipwreck Cove in the city of Shipwreck."
Yeah. We
Come
get
on,
it.
guy.
We get
this
it. We
guy.
get it. So yeah, we get the 9 pirate lords, and again these 9 pieces of 8. Who, by the way, I mean, One-Eyed Gareth here, right? He ends up stealing them all.
One-eyed Gareth.
His eye is the piece of 8.
Yeah.
For Barbosa.
Yeah.
Great.
Gets
Sure.
it
Yeah.
back. He
Yep.
was storing it in his eye socket. Yeah.
So they have this meeting, and there's a lot to this, but when the pirate lords are told the reason for the meeting, they basically all break out into a disagreement over whether or not they're going to free Calypso and whether or not they're going to fight, and everybody's got an opinion, right? And here is where Barbosa calls upon Captain Jack Sparrow. And it's Keith Richards, and I could not believe it.
Oh, so that was his name, Jack Sparrow?
It is. It is his dad. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well,
he
it's definitely his
says
dad.
move boy or something. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's probably his dad. Yeah. And this guy's keeper of the codex, I guess. But he's also Jack's father.
Yeah.
And he confirms, because there's always rules. Yeah. There can only be one pirate king to declare a war. So you'd have to vote on that. And that's where Elizabeth is elected pirate king, because everybody votes for themselves except Jack Sparrow votes for Elizabeth. So that breaks the stalemate.
Yep. 2 votes to 6.
I mean,
7.
Tell me when you
I
saw
guess.
that Survivor vote.
Yeah.
2 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. That's rare, very rare. I don't know if it's ever happened.
But look, you saw how big that book was. The Pirate Code is a literal book.
Yep.
Controlled by Keith Richards, wearing the biggest hat we've seen. We've seen some big hats so far, but he's got the giant hat. He's got the giant book. So it explains why there's so many clauses to all this kind of stuff. There's like thousands of pages, and the pages are as big as a blueprint.
Yeah.
Tough to keep straight.
JD, did you pop when you realized it was Keith Richards? Or did you know Keith Richards was in this?
It took me
I
a
did
minute
not.
to realize that it was him. Till he basically picked up the guitar and started playing. I was like, oh, fuck, of
Yeah,
course,
they were
of
like,
course.
we really need to make this clear this is Keith Richards, because he just sort of looks like a creepy pirate.
Yeah.
So let him play the guitar.
Huge blown opportunity for some product placement, right? It should have been Captain Morgan Sparrow, because he looks like Captain Morgan,
Yeah,
right?
he does.
And he's boozy anyways. I mean,
he is.
all they do is talk about rum in this
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
But oh well, Teague,
Yeah.
I guess. But he's
Teague.
pretty good. Like Keith Richards. I mean, he didn't have much to do,
No,
but
no.
except be Keith Richards. But once you get the dreads and the beads and the hat, and
Fit right in.
he was.
Yeah, it's funny, right? They only put him in because everybody was like, oh, Johnny Depp's doing a version of
Yes.
Keith Richards, as we talked about.
Johnny Depp even called Keith Richards before the first one came out and said, "Hey, by the way, I just did this movie,
Yeah.
and I'm basically doing you, so don't get mad."
He definitely was. That's how I realized it was him, because I had read about him and Jack Sparrow and Johnny Depp in the first couple acting like Keith Richards. That's how it clicked to me. I didn't realize he was his dad at all while watching it with Danielle.
Yeah,
She
well,
said,
why-
"Who was
did they
that?
need
Do you
to do
realize?
that?
Did you realize who that was?" And I said, "No, it didn't click. At first, I didn't hear Teague Sparrow. I didn't hear. Is he the one who says, 'How's Mom doing?' Or
Yeah.
is Jack says that to
Yeah,
Keith?
and he holds her up.
Yeah.
The face, the shrunken head.
So Danielle said, this takes you forever to deduce things.
Let's get on that.
It's a 2 hour and 15 minute movie, Danielle. I didn't realize he was talking. I definitely knew it was Keith. Teague, what a name. Teague Sparrow.
It's also like
Jack Sparrow.
Well, we've gotten 2 movies now. He's never once mentioned his dad, who's
also a pirate. An important pirate?
Pirate at Shipwreck Island? Yeah, I'm
Thanks
sort
for
of with
defending
you.
me.
Yeah,
or
like,
mom, or his mom. They don't talk about his mom.
Well, his mom is dead, right?
Yeah,
his mom
I mean, he's shrunken. Maybe you can bring her back.
Nothing is dead. As soon as you say that
water.
person's dead, you kind of have to slow it down. But yeah, anyways, he was great.
It is funny at the end. Keith Richards says it's not about living forever, which to me is funny because like Keith Richards is one of the most how is this guy still alive characters in the entire world. But this guy, it feels like he will live forever.
Yeah.
Perfect fit.
So Elizabeth, because she is the pirate king here, she orders the pirates, hey, we're going to war. We're doing this against Beckett. And before that, though, it's parlay. Parlay time.
That's right.
Meeting. It's a meeting on a sandbar. And with Beckett and Jones, Elizabeth and Barbossa swap Jack Sparrow for Will Turner. Because we have, there's two sets of 3 here.
Yes.
And this is the swap. Also important, Barbossa steals Jack's piece of 8, his trinket.
Yeah.
Which is like in his hair,
dangler
right?
thing,
Yeah. Reaction?
2 things. I liked the scene when they're all like coming onto the island together to have their parlay, and it like turns into a Western for 5 minutes. It's got these real close-ups. The music changes. I thought that was pretty cool, but I did think it was a little strange that like Davy Jones gets the workaround of if we put his existing human foot into a bucket of water, he can come on land.
Yeah.
He should have been using this for decades,
Totally.
bro.
Yeah.
Totally.
That easy?
Yeah.
That's
got
what
one
the
peg
pirate
leg?
lawyer is for. They definitely have one on the ship. They're like, actually, Davey, there's a loophole right here. If you get in a rusty bucket, you can go on a small spit in the middle of the ocean, I guess.
Yeah. You could have met up the next day, man.
Yeah.
You could have had sex in that bucket. You could have.
Yeah.
And it's just one bucket on both feet. Right?
He's just
I
standing
think
there.
he's got one peg leg
Yeah.
and one
one
foot.
peg.
Yeah.
One
That's
peg.
what he meant.
And the peg leg's fine. Which
yeah.
I mean, if the peg leg is fine, couldn't you just wear wooden shoes?
Interesting.
Make
I
them
don't know.
Interesting,
I don't know. I haven't read the codex.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
we'd have
It's in
to
there.
consult Teague
What
on
if
that one.
What if the peg leg was a pogo stick and you just jumped, but bounced around on it and not set the other foot down?
Yeah, as
Okay,
long as you just
sorry.
are not touching land, really. is
Right.
what- yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, he gets the piece of 8. The monkey helps Jack. The monkey helps him, Barbossa, get it. So now he's got them. Well, does he have them all, or does he rip off Elizabeth's thing? Because she got from Fang, right? Wait, do I have that right? Does she have a thing?
Barbossa
Yeah,
is
it's
like,
a-
I'm tired of other people. Or is it Barbossa that takes it, or is it Davy Jones that takes it? But somebody rips off her thing and is like, I'm
Yes.
tired of other people controlling my fate, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's Barbossa
I
because
think
he's the one that puts all the stuff
He has them
into
all
the-
together, which is
Yeah.
the next scene here.
Yes.
Good call.
Where we
Good
free
call.
Calypso. Yeah, okay.
think.
Okay. Which, I mean, these pieces of 8, these trinkets, they're pretty important.
Yes.
These stupid other pirate lords, like, okay, they put them into a bowl at this meeting. There's only 7 of the 9, I guess, at that
Yeah,
point.
right.
Because Jack never put his in, and then there's obviously this other one. Don't you ask for that back?
I'm gonna need my piece.
I'm gonna need that back. Instead, obviously, one-eyed Gareth just like keeps them all for Barbossa. It's like, what?
Well, to be fair,
it
it's
closer.
a bit of a chaotic scene. There's like people getting
Oh, yeah, it
shot.
does
There's a
turn
lot of
true.
yelling back and forth, fighting.
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
it does full on break out into a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I kind of lost attention to the 9th of the 8th in the fights, and I just started looking at the chandeliers and the candle wax melting off. I'm like, well, okay, this is pretty cool.
Oh, the production design for that
Incredible.
scene is
This whole movie
every
looks
scene.
amazing.
Looks so cool.
So
yeah.
good, so good.
It is awesome.
And it was almost too good because it's actually distracting because this is a lot of exposition. It's very convoluted. But like Tass, I'm looking at the chandeliers and going,
lost in the
God
world.
damn, this looks great. All the costume design, like you're seeing all these pirates from all parts of the world, they're all cliches, yes, but they all look fucking
I'm the
great.
French one.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the Asian woman. I'm the black guy. It's amazing.
But they all look amazing.
Yeah, which pirate look would you go with, JD, of those, the lords? The lords of the table.
I think I gotta go Singapore. I love that look.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I liked. I mean, I'm calling him Armenian, but that guy was cool.
The high pitched guy?
Was he the guy with the parted beard?
I thought he was Indian. I thought the high pitched guy was
No,
Indian.
the high pitched guy was Indian.
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking that there's a guy that he's like Russian.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like sort of. I just pretended he was Armenian for some reason.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That
was,
works.
was that the guy that had like the parted, or is that? I think that might be the Indian.
That's the
guy.
Indian
Yeah,
guy.
that's a
Yeah.
cool looking one.
The
I
high
thought.
pitched voice. Was
So weird.
That was a joke. That was at least a.
But what was weird is I thought we already heard that guy talk. Like,
But it was it the other guy, the guy right
the
beside
other guy.
him who
It was the
spoke.
other guy that spoke.
Yeah, they kept
but-
speaking for him. One
Right.
guy died.
Yeah.
And the other guy
That's
talked,
right.
and then he decided to talk.
Interesting.
Again.
Yeah, you're right. The casting was, I thought was really good. It's obvious who they are. It's like Vince McMahon would have said, "Oh man, this is awesome. Like, this is perfect for the 1980s."
What? Yeah. What a stable. The pirate, the 9 pirate lords. I'm surprised. They
Be pretty
didn't steal
funny,
that,
yeah. Like the foppy French guy with like his blush and his long
Yeah.
curly wig. As a conquistador out there. They thought of everything in this.
I
one.
was going to ask you, what would be your piece of 8? What would you? And let's talk about like
tchotchke.
let's talk about now, like real life. What would be your trinket?
I mean, if we're going stereotypical, I'd have it's like the Greek beads.
Oh, good
You know
one.
that you
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
over
yeah,
your
yeah,
fingers.
Worry beads.
Worry beads. Yeah,
They
that's
had
what
worry beads. Yeah,
right.
koboloi.
Oh, that's
that kind of
good.
thing. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that looks
really good.
cool.
That's literally in my car right now.
Oh, nice.
I use it when I'm worried. As I'm driving at a light, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to hit this guy. Let me get my beads.
What about you?
beads.
TK.
Bandana.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of something I'd carry with me a lot.
oh yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm usually a bandana guy. What kind of piece of 8 do I have right now?
You got
got
one
it.
ready to
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
wait,
Oh, orange
Nice
one.
cleany.
No one would expect it. I don't know if this is clean. Definitely not.
I made an assumption. I'm going to earbud.
Oh, like an
Sure.
AirPod.
I usually have an AirPod.
So do I. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, an AirPod's good. Yeah, Apple Watch or something like that.
Yeah, something you keep with you a lot.
I can't say ring anymore because I lost it when I was gardening. I had to get a replacement still. Oh, my wedding ring. All right, let's get back to this. So Barbossa frees Calypso, who was bound in human form as Tia Dalma. And this is where Tia Dalma, like, just hulks out, gets huge. Giant woman, Calypso, and then turns into crabs. But when Will reveals Davy Jones' betrayal to her, because I guess Calypso, Tia Dalma, did not know that actually it was Davy Jones that made her into human form.
Right.
Right. Yeah. That's when Calypso sort of vanishes into the crabs and she summons the maelstrom, the whirlpool. She's basically refusing to help either side, I think, is what's sort of going on here.
Yes.
She's pissed.
Yeah. What does she say? I mean, other than
Eat shit! That's what I thought she said. If you listen back, it sounds like she screams, eat shit. Right at the end, the last part. She yells something you can't decipher, and there were no subtitles because I checked.
Oh, did you turn on the
there's nothing.
captions and then so
nothing.
she says nothing?
She says nothing, but
Right.
it sounds like she yells eat shit right at the end, which would be the funniest thing for her to yell.
I mean, and it fits too because she basically just causes a storm and says, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Yeah, but could she not have evolved into something else other than a big version of herself?
I mean, I'm
that
with you,
was-
Tess. I was kind of like,
Yeah.
oh.
You rolled your eyes a little bit at it.
Well, this whole thing is leading to Calypso. Like everybody's worried about it, scared, but what you gonna do? And I guess the consequences are big, but I don't know. I thought it would be more, and then she just collapses into crabs. It's just sort of
Yeah,
weird.
they have her all roped up. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna control her? I guess that's the idea. He's like, I'm gonna unleash you back into Calypso form.
Right.
And then he says, Barbossa, like, hey man, deal's the deal. Got you back to your form. You gotta take it easy on me, right?
Right.
And then learning what Will had said about this whole like who did it, she's just pissed off and she's like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, but then when she breaks through the ropes and turns into crabs, you expect, because she's able to snap out of them or rip through them, that the crabs would be something, do something.
I know.
And maybe
she just goes to the water, right? She's like back to
she just makes it harder for everybody, right? She's like,
by
I'm going to make the suck hole. I'm going to make a tornado.
So. Yeah.
So it's tough for everybody. But I'm with you. I thought she was going to turn into like some crazy creature and start going nuts on whoever she decides to do it. But it's kind of like, see you later. You've been building me up. I'll be in the water.
Yeah, because it's like I was like, oh, that's why we killed the Kraken off, because we're gonna use all the CGI effects on the awesome Calypso sea goddess here. And I was like, not really.
Yeah,
she's just gonna be giant.
Yeah, she's like a 40-foot version of herself, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah. How much CGI went into that?
I don't know. That was just some
Lord
of the Rings camera tricks, I think.
Yeah, and so it was the one-eyed guy that gets into her ear and says it in a loving way.
I hated that part for some reason. Barbossa does it first.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
So they say, hey, one-eyed guy, you know how to be loving. Like he just sensually says it in her ear and it works. So it kind of shows that that those characters have more depth than just being a one-eyed guy. Like he's got some range. Like he's got some.
We know he's been reading. Was he reading? Was he reading the Bible?
Yeah, he was reading it upside down in the last one.
Yeah, he couldn't read it really. It's like, this counts as reading. It's like listening to an audiobook. It counts as reading.
He's a sensitive guy, and I guess he actually loved Teodama. So
I guess
maybe this will pay off down the line. Well, you said. I mean, he is the one that did it. What's his name? Pintrell?
One of them is Rigetti. One of them is Pintel.
Pintel. Yeah. I think it's Pintel. He's the one guy. Okay. Anyway, well, you said off camera here. So he's the one that does it. He says it lovingly. So maybe he does love her.
Yes.
But then she gives him crabs.
She gives him crabs. He's got one of the crabs ends up in his pants. That's on purpose. That's good. That's a subconscious like you love the wrong woman. You may get crabs.
Be careful what you wish for.
Okay, so we got this crazy storm rolling through just as the Navy's massive fleet appears on the horizon. We've got the whirlpool, the maelstrom, and this is an insane battle. Like an absolutely mental battle here of these two ships going around, again, the whirlpool. A lot happens here. Jack Sparrow escapes the Flying Dutchman's brig. I think it was pretty easy. This is where the two tiny ones come into play, right? Two tiny Jack Sparrows?
No, he has two full-sizers and a shipjack.
Yeah.
He's stuck in there as well, right? He's turned into,
okay.
He's been barnacled up, but then he remembers how Will broke him out of the cage in the first one.
It's a call.
Leverage. Bop, I'm out of here.
Just pops it out. Right. Yes. So he gets out.
That's why they keep saying leverage, right?
Leverage. Leverage.
Okay, yeah. When were the tiny ones then? Where were the tiny Jack Sparrows?
Later on.
Oh, it's not even
It's
here.
like
I think it's before. Because he's debating, like, do I want to be immortal or not?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like an angel devil type thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that part of it's fine. I just thought it looked not
It looked
great.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
somehow they're really good with like CGI monsters and tentacles. Not great when it comes to just making a giant woman or a tiny little Jack Sparrows. They're like, I don't know. It doesn't look as good.
I just thought of, are they using British English when they use the word leverage? Because instead of a lever, it's like when we were doing, this is way back callback, but we were playing the five. There's a new Wordle out there. What was it called? Where you do it live with.
We were playing with Ash. I don't remember what it was
what
called.
was that called? Yeah.
And so the word.
Text savvy? I don't know.
Yeah, so we were just shouting out words, and I said lever, and then Trey at some point, it's lever. I'm like, okay, well, it's American versus English. Yeah. Anyway,
maybe that's what happened. Yeah. So again, Sparrow gets out of the brig there, and then he steals the dead man's chest, which is obviously has the heart in it. Here we get some old characters back in our lives. The two dipshit sailors.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
From the first movie. I don't think we even saw them in the second one.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
but they're here. So I'm like, oh, these guys are
They're
back.
here doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Arguing about semantics while Jack steals something from him.
Yep. Oh, right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Because they're guarding
just walks
it.
away.
They're guarding it. And they
So easily. Yeah.
The chest wasn't here. We wouldn't have to protect it.
Yeah, right.
Are you saying barnacle guys are dumb? Basically, it's like one guy's so offended that he would think that the barnacle guys are bad pirates. How dare you say that?
So we have the Pearl and we got the Dutchman just battling it out, JD. Like you said, the toilet bowl here spinning and spinning and spinning. I hope you don't get seasick or car sick, or I guess if you have some of those rides, like Canada's Wonderland or like an amusement park.
Totally.
That's what I went on. Is, huh? Like
I
think
that's
it's a
word I
whirlpool.
know.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
But
I
mean,
whirlpool. Okay.
I think
cool,
so.
Yeah.
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 Sounds right.
Maelstrom sounds
Good
a
word.
lot more sinister and
Very
dangerous.
sinister.
I thought this was kind of great. I mean, it's a wild scene. There's
It
a
is.
wedding in the middle of it.
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
yes.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like this is gearing up for it all to happen. Like Calypso comes back, the company shows up, the ocean starts going nuts, and there's maybe like an hour of the
I
movie.
know.
You're like, this isn't. It's not going to be an hour-long battle, right? But guess what? It's an hour-long battle.
It's
pretty much.
it's long, very long.
That's crazy.
Considering that there is an entire armada, but like in front of them, like that's such a cool shot too. When they're like, "Okay, let's go," so we get
Yeah.
a nice stirring speech from Elizabeth, and then the pirates are like, "Raise the colors" or whatever, and then we see out of the fog comes, "All right, we got some ships, we're gonna fight," and then the rest of the
Yeah,
ships
that
are
was cool.
revealed. Awesome stuff. Except none of these ships take part in any of this, right?
No, really, there's only really 3 ships in
Yeah.
any sort of battle here at the end. First off, the Pearl and the Dutchman, and then obviously Beckett's Endeavor there when he gets blown up to smithereens.
Totally,
But
yeah.
all the other pirate lords and all the Armada,
They're on the sidelines.
hanging back.
It's like watching a duel.
yeah.
Kind of true.
And
Yeah.
But-
especially these two spinning it out here.
And which is fine. I mean, it's taking place in a maelstrom. But like I saw behind the scenes of like they built both ships and they're sort of tilted towards each other. Just the scale of the production, just building the ships alone is nuts. And then I think the CGI actually looks really good. And all of this
I think
stuff
those are
is
great.
exhilarating, fun action, comedic action.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the whole wedding part, and then there's like, but keeping track of all these characters, and they all get a moment sort of, and then we get Orlando Bloom gets stabbed and all this, and it's just a lot going on. But I think it works. It's like a great payoff for a very long time of dealing with plot and who's betraying whom and all that stuff. I think it works.
Me too.
Did they grow Orlando Bloom's hair for his wedding scene? Because it looked like it's longer and curlier than it was for the first 2.5 hours of the movie.
Interesting.
It's like,
Interesting.
okay, here they are. Here are the locks. Really, I didn't see them in the first couple hours of the movie. And then they're like,
Well,
here, let's pull them out,
down,
baby.
yeah.
They were tied back, and then he lets his hair down for battles and weddings.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens here. Davy Jones kills Mercer, and he obtains the key to the chest.
Gruesome death.
Yep.
Very gruesome. Oh, that's tentacle death.
tentacles,
Yeah, that's awesome. Like up through his nose and his
Yeah.
eyes. That's a great use of your beard.
But then Jack steals from Jones the key, right? And they have a crazy duel, and they have a sword fight on top of a mast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This was
yeah.
my least favorite part of this entire battle. I just think it looks so silly. It's
Up on the mast?
yeah, I don't know. Everything else like is cool. I just like every time they would go back to them, like would roll my eyes at that part.
I like it. I think it's cool.
Okay.
It's fun being on top of a mast in a Pirates movie.
I guess so. But
gotta use it.
also during the battle, you already said it, Elizabeth and Will, they're wed by Barbossa, who is apparently an ordained minister. What?
Oh, he's a captain of a ship. Any captain of a
Oh.
ship can marry.
Really?
Marry somebody.
Yeah, that's in the codex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's there.
Page 498.
Okay, so why? Why are they married? Why do they need to be married?
Because they're not going to be on the next Pirates of the Caribbean. They're gone. Wrap it up.
Wow.
You're out of here.
I was thinking it's because, as we'll get to, they're going to have sex.
Yes.
They're going to have a child.
Right.
So it's like, we better make sure they're married, legally married before they do that.
Pirates have to get married.
Like, and I know they were going to get married in the last one, and that got all interrupted. But it's like it just felt so out of nowhere in this giant battle. They're like, "Hey, we should get married. Let's get married." I love you.
You're totally right, because for the most part, definitely in this movie, and even I think a little bit in Dead Man's Chest, it's like they're not telling each other anything, and they're like stabbing each other in the back almost the entire time, keeping secrets from each other. But then they're like, we got a maelstrom here. Like, should we just do it? We were gonna get married. They've had 2 tough weddings, though. They had the one where everybody ends up getting hung, and then they had this one, which is a battle at sea, of course.
Yeah.
I guess the only other reason is maybe does Elizabeth realize Will is going to die, so to speak, and become the captain of the Flying Dutchman. And so if we are wed together, I'll stay loyal. Every 10 years, I'll wait for him.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe they just thought it would be funny and silly.
I think
while they're battling. Yeah.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
It's a fun, silly thing to do. They've sort of gotten past their, the impasse of, Will is focused on rescuing his father, and then what is Elizabeth? What's her main drive here? She kept something from Will. What was it? About getting Jack. Oh, she thought she killed Jack. She did kill Jack.
Yeah,
she was racked with guilt.
Yeah.
And when they rescued him, then she even says, like, if we rescue Jack, everything's going to be fine.
But
and
she vows revenge against Cutler. Beckett.
That too, yeah. But that was the impasse between the two of them, because Will thought, oh, she's got a thing for Jack.
Yep.
He didn't realize that she killed him. But I think they sort of, what they're telling us is that they kind of loved each other the whole time, and the whole thing was leading to this, right? Mm-hmm. So and I think you're right. If you're gonna have them have sex on a beach, they got to be married, I guess.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, but we don't get any sex.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, we get a boot foreplay.
No. We get full on cunnilingus on that beach. I'm convinced.
In the next movie.
No, in this movie.
Oh, no,
there's the boot, there's the knee, and then we cut. Sorry, but Elizabeth is not getting that much pleasure from him caressing her knee.
Oh man,
watch it back.
Yeah. Rachel, your wife needs to come back, because that ain't any sex. There's no action there.
I was super horny watching this movie.
Cunnilingus.
Trey, back me up. This is a horny movie.
This one's not as horny as one, hornier than two.
I mean, you could argue that the last 2 movies is all leading up to Elizabeth having sex. Like, it starts with her wedding being canceled. Yeah. She thought she was having sex that night.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then all the rest of it.
That was interrupted.
She's very horny this entire time.
Yeah, she kissed like 4 guys in this one.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
And she's always been horny for a pirate, for sure.
Oh, yes.
He has morphed before our very eyes into a super pirate, really.
Yeah. Exactly.
Super pirate. That's true. Maybe she's like, I can't marry you until you've gone full Jack.
Maybe.
Yeah. And he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Will boards the Flying Dutchman to retrieve the chest, because so much is going on here. There's a lot of back and forth between the boats and all that. But he is mortally wounded by Davy Jones. Oh, my God. As Bootstrap Bill, though, attacks Jones, Sparrow, who wanted the heart at first for his own immortality, he places that broken saber, which happened while he was fighting Davy Jones, in Will's hand and helps Will, who's dying, stab Jones' heart, thus killing Jones.
Yes.
Thus putting Will into the role of the captain of the Flying Dutchman.
R.I.P. Davy Jones. He falls into the abyss.
Right.
Will becomes the captain of the Flying Dutchman, goes under, I guess, right? And then when he reemerges, he's looking like Jack. He goes underwater and comes up with a bandana.
Right.
Eyeliner.
Yeah.
Everything. He comes back and Elizabeth's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Take me to the island, please.
Yeah. So before they go to the island for fun times, Jack and Elizabeth escape the Flying Dutchman. Straight up parachute out.
First parachute in history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what is that?
Paraglider, I would say.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
They went up before they went down. Yeah. Speaking of Survivor, get this guy on Survivor because the grip strength on Jack Sparrow, fucking incredible.
He can hold on to any rope and
Literally.
then cut it and then just
Fly
knows
anywhere.
to fly off anywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, he does a lot of like great aerial maneuvers in this one, escaping from ship to ship. Like he does it one time with like he chops a line that's attached to a cannon and just chucks him over to the other one.
Yeah.
Does this flying move, not afraid of heights.
Also, little Jack, the monkey, he jumped onto it too, right on the rope.
Yeah.
To get off it as it goes down. And they carve out Dead Will's heart. They place it into the dead man's chest. But yeah, that ship, the whole ship, then disappears into the whirlpool. We're not done because then Beckett, this guy, never intending to honor his agreement with Jack, he moves on to attack the Black Pearl. But the Dutchman is back, pops out, like he said. Basically, Will is Jack now, 2.0. It resurfaces from the depths with Will as the captain, the crewmen. They're all human now. And I was a little confused by that. Like, how did that happen? I guess they're just freed from Joan's curse.
Must be.
That's it. Simple as that. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
And
makes sense.
Will and Jack, they aim their ships at the Endeavor. They basically get on either side of it, and they just light that thing up. They destroy it, and they kill Beckett, who gets a pretty hilarious death scene that was very dramatic.
Yeah.
As he walks down those steps, and he just gets
Everything
blown up.
exploding around him. It looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
Does look
the
cool.
slow motion of everything flying around does look cool. Is it disappointing that he doesn't bring the whole cavalry of boats behind him? Like,
I know.
You know,
And they
little bit.
they just retreat. They're like, oh.
You're not saying anything. Say something. Give us an order.
Did he
Say
Just
something.
panic? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did he just realize his fate there? I don't know.
I mean, they got cannons pointing both ways. you
Yeah,
know?
he was.
He's
Yeah.
actually, I feel like, in a good spot.
Right.
Like, if he
Yeah.
gives the order, it's like,
That's what I
maybe
thought was
the
going to happen.
Dutchmen are going
Yeah.
down.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's weird. And you would think that
Pressure got to him.
very dangerous shooting at each other,
Oh,
like
totally.
between the Endeavor, right? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna catch some strays from your other your ally there, but whatever. Yeah, it looks cool. Why is it shot like that? Who literally it looks cool. That's it. That's
Yeah.
the only
Yes.
reason, right?
Yeah.
All the slow motion stuff around
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I was just like, this guy gets this death scene? I mean, I get he's the bad guy of all this, but like, all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. This should have been Davy Jones's death, or somebody of that, somebody higher up.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, Beckett, gone. So Will has been saved, but he is bound to sail the sea as the Dutchman's captain. But Will and Elizabeth, I guess they get a 1-day honeymoon. So before the every 10 years thing. So they consummate their marriage on an island.
Yes.
And then Will departs. Watch
Climax.
the scene 10 times. And Will departs at sunset, but first gives Elizabeth the dead man's chest for safekeeping. I'm not done. You want me to just finish here? Shortly after, Barbossa again commandeers the Black Pearl, stranding Jack and I guess a drunk Gibbs in Tortuga. But having anticipated Barbossa's deception, Jack Sparrow has already removed the map's middle that leads to the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, baby.
They want the Fountain of Youth. This is the first time this has come up. But so Jack has that part of the map. And then there's a post-credit scene 10 years later. Elizabeth and her son stand atop a sea cliff. And as the sun sets, a green flash fills the sky. The Flying Dutchman appears on the horizon. Will Turner's there, sailing towards his family. And they have sex again. The end. Yeah. Okay. Any thoughts on the finale here? I say finale, like the trilogy was,
Yes.
done.
Yeah.
It seemed like they had wrapped it up. Obviously, we
all
got two
wrapped
more.
up.
Yeah.
We'll see Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz soon, taking the place of Will and
Elizabeth.
Keira Knightley.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See you later.
Damn.
Yeah, I like some goodbyes that we get. Elizabeth starts going by Mrs. Turner.
Right.
Maybe Pintel says goodbye, puppet.
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very sweet. I thought Jack gets back together with Scarlett and Blondie from Tortuga. A few more slaps for
Yes,
the road. Why
yes.
not? He started on a dinghy. He ended on a dinghy. And even though this is the culmination of the trilogy. They're like, don't worry. There's other maps out there that go to other places, including the Fountain of Youth, which you didn't think of as a pirate thing at all.
No.
Apparently it is.
Yeah.
Okay, you can just tell me. Does the Fountain of Youth play a part in movie number 4 then?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, at least they did that.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, did we need that though? There's already a lot in this movie. I mean, sure. Okay. Just drop a seed for a potential sequel. This thing made $1 billion, of course. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But nobody signed on, but that's fine. The 2 things I like. I liked the goodbye between Elizabeth and Will. I thought it was appropriately emotional and kind of tragic, like we have one day together and we're not going to see each other for 10 years. I think the score under this is amazing. Hans goes full From Here to Eternity. Like he plays up the tragedy / romance of it. So that part I really liked. And the other thing I really liked is Jack Sparrow is right back where we first met him. He's on a little dinghy that he's sort of souped up into a pirate ship, his own little pirate ship, and he's off on another adventure.
Yeah.
And that I thought that was a great ending for Jack Sparrow. And if we never see him again, I would be fine with that. Obviously we're going to see him again. But yeah, I thought this works. I thought Gore stuck the landing.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely like the callback of being on the dinghy. It's exactly what we started off with him. This is the perfect wrap up. Also a nice callback of Gibbs getting poured on, the alcohol poured on his face. I like that callback.
We're just like basically back to the beginning.
Yeah, back to the beginning. Nice wrap up.
So, Rotten Tomatoes. Actually, any other random notes from this very lengthy movie that you wanted to address here? Anything I missed?
Just in general, I liked Barbossa's poetic expression of all his pirate lines. Like Jeffrey Rush was really good at dropping a line here, dropping a line here. You back-ended apes, like that kind of stuff. Like he's just damn good at it. And when he brings it, he brings it. He says a lot, but when he brings those pirate orders, they're solid, man. I just liked all of them.
Nora, in watching this, was like, every time like a new character would come on, she's like, he's in it? He's in it?
Yeah.
He's in it? Like all these loaded, like very talented actors playing all these roles. Like
Definitely,
even like Jonathan Pryce and Tom Hollander, as we've talked about. She was like, oh, he's so good as like a snobbish character.
for sure.
And obviously Jeffrey Rush. I was like, yeah, it's stacked.
Yeah, I think Barbossa's awesome in this one. Like, he's one of the best characters for me. And even in this one, he's kind of just like a foil to Jack. Like, no, I want to be in charge. No, I want to be in charge. He gets some moments, but he's basically just there for color. And I think he's awesome.
Yeah. He's good at coloring for sure.
Any other random notes?
We skipped over it, but I really liked the scene between Davy Jones and Calypso in the prison or in the brig there. The whole "you wouldn't love me if I wasn't this way" kind of thing. And we get I mentioned it, but we get to see Bill Nye's actual face for a split second. And that whole tragedy of their love story is it's interesting and it's fun, and the great performances from the 2 of them.
Yeah, when I'm thinking about like character arcs, Jack is just a complete circle, right? Like you're saying, he starts on the dinghy, he ends on the dinghy. Yeah. At no point does he become the captain of the Flying Dutchman. He's just going to keep living his adventures. Will goes from loving Elizabeth and wanting to be with her, ends up being with her, but at a cost. He can only see her once every 10 years, and he is turned into Jack Sparrow. But I think Elizabeth gets like the greatest glow up. She starts wanting to be a pirate at the very first thing, right? Like Will washes up, she takes the little chain off of his neck, and by the end of this trilogy, she's the king of all pirates.
That's right.
And a great leader. Like she gives a great hoist the color speech, and everybody's on board for the first time. And these have been squabbling factions for the entirety of pirate history, we're led to believe. They chose right, I think.
So when we see her in the post-credit scene, she is on land with her son, obviously going to the cliffside. But do you believe she's still the pirate king and the pirate lord of all of them?
Interesting.
I don't know.
I guess they would have to convene the Fifth Brethren Court.
Somebody sing the song, baby.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one kid who knew it.
Oh, no.
So I guess she's safe.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so Rotten Tomatoes, in terms of the critics' score for this, 43% for At World's End. That's 10% down from Dead Man's Watch when it comes to the critics. The fans, though, the popcorn meter, exact same as the sequel, 72%. So it didn't really change there. I will say, in reading a lot of reviews, it was all over the map. Some people, like a lot of like, this movie's like way too long, too convoluted, didn't love it. And then there's people that are like, this is the best of the trilogy, stuck the landing, this is awesome, the score is awesome, all that. This one made me laugh. Frank said, not a fan, I guess, I would rather go to work unpaid than watch this overly long and boring movie.
Wow.
People write the weirdest things.
Frank.
But that's Frank's opinion. On a scale of 1 to 10, Trey, how do you rank At World's End?
I guess I would probably be somewhere in between the critics and the fans, because I do think there's some moments in this that are awesome. Like, I do like the all kinds of Jack scene when we first meet him on the boat out in the salt flats. I think the final battle is awesome, and I do think it looks really, really cool. And all things considered, like, this is a pretty solid trilogy. Everything makes sense from beginning to end, and you're satisfied with where people end up. I think this movie is just chock full of stuff. You say the reviews are all over the map. So is the movie.
Yeah.
There's so much, I feel like, in the second hour of this that I'm just like, what? If we trim this out, it could be 2 hours long and make a lot more sense. But I like the way it ends up. So for me, it's like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That would put it what?
This is third for me.
Oh, it would be third. Okay.
We don't get enough date. We don't get enough. Jack was my favorite part of the first one. Davey was my favorite part of the second one. And they're both kind of sidelined in this one. Like, this to me is mostly an Elizabeth and Will movie. And those to me are, of the 500 characters that are in it, the two weakest, pretty much.
Right.
But, you know.
What about you? Rank it.
Yeah, and maybe that's why they decided, okay, let's make this super long so we give Jack his time, and and
everybody
Barbosa
needs their
his
moment
time.
to shine here.
Although, it's highlighted by not your favorite characters in both Will and Keira Knightley. So I feel though like it was tied up all together, and I feel content as a viewer watching that. The Jack first scene and waiting 30 minutes for him to evolve or to appear, and all of that. Yeah, fighting with himself, it got me. It took a long time to get there till the end, but that's why I think I will always remember that, and I'll always remember from the first one, Jack appearing on the dinghy. So I think they just did a good job again of tying it all up. So it's a 7 for me. It's right about the middle of 1, 2, and 3.
JD, your final thoughts and your grade here?
Yeah, when I go on a roller coaster, I don't generally read the plaque with the story behind the roller coaster. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Because if you go on, like I was looking up, famous roller coasters and their backstories, because especially at Disney, they all have backstories, right?
Oh,
so if you ride Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom, it's a roller coaster that goes backwards through a tunnel.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
It looks fun. Have you been on it, Trey?
Yeah, I went on it 4 times in a row.
Do you know the backstory?
No.
What it is?
Not at all.
Is
there a Yeti? There's a
Yeti.
in it?
So this is the story. You're in the Himalayan village of Sirkazong, boarding an old railway once operated by Royal Anandapur Tea Company. Did you get that when you were on the ride? The route was abandoned because it trespassed on a sacred territory protected by the Yeti. Okay, so you see the Yeti.
Yeah.
But you're just fucking riding a roller coaster. And that's how I felt at a certain point. You sort of glaze over and you're like, okay, this is a ride. I'm on a ride and I'm very much enjoying the ride. And I think, like I said, Gore stuck the landing. I was invested, even though Orlando Bloom is a little stiff. Keira Knightley and the love story there, I was invested in. I was invested in Davy Jones and Calypso's love story. Mm-hmm. I was invested in the climactic battle scene. I enjoyed most of the shenanigans that happened. So I'm actually going up from the last one. I'm giving this a 7.
Okay.
Wait. What did I give last one?
You had number 2 as your favorite.
I went higher.
7.
But you had the first one pretty low, I remember.
I think you're swapping 1 and 2.
So 6, 7. I'll give this a 7. So maybe it's basically the same, like the continuation of the middle one. So,
Right.
So I'm going 7. In spite of myself, I'm not in spite of myself. It was a fun movie, and I fucking love nautical adventures anyways. So I'm already a captured fan here. So 7.
I thought this movie was going to be way worse than it was. I just heading in,
Yeah.
knowing it was like filmed basically back to back of the other one, the last one. I'm like, knowing how long it was going to be, I was like dreading it. You guys were telling me oh my God, you haven't started it yet? It's going to take you days to watch. I'm like panicking.
The exam's tomorrow, man.
I know. And I was pleasantly surprised it wasn't the case. I watched it in one sitting. I was entertained for sure throughout. I mean, yes. Look, the plot is just too convoluted to make this an A+ film.
Yeah.
It just is. And this idea, and you talked about it, JD, just the pirate life, there are too many shifting motives and backstabbing, and it just changes as often as the wind. And it's like, that makes it tough to follow. But the action, breathtaking. The cinematography, the music, the soundtrack might be my favorite of the three so far.
Yeah.
The action scenes are awesome. So that I have this, I think I enjoyed this more than the last one.
Okay.
But I don't even know what my score was, but I'll put it, if I'm ranking them, I'm putting this as my second favorite here from the trilogy so far. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. This is like a good trilogy. I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
I would intentionally rewatch 1, 2, and 3 just to watch.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, we're going to watch it when it comes back to theaters. and they bring it
Absolutely.
back.
Yeah.
And to go back to your point, Tass, like it's a nice wrap up. You're like, you feel good. You're like, okay, that makes, it's like sad on one hand that he is now the captain, Will, of the Flying Dutchman, but he's, at least he got married and
And he's
gets to have
reunited
sex
with
every
his
10
father
years.
as well. That there was that part of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He did succeed in rescuing his
did save
father,
his dad.
sort of. Like they're both stuck on the boat now, but at least the boat's not all barnacle-y and
Right.
Got
they're
the starfish off his dad's face. That's good.
I mean, really, he got him and his dad a job.
new job.
New job.
Under new management, the Flying Dutchman.
I bought the new. It's like a bar rescue. But boat rescue.
Totally.
We gotta get these barnacles out of here.
I wish
Shut it down! Shut it down!
Imagine if Taffer was in this movie. Oh my God. He would actually fit in pretty perfectly.
Flawless. He could be a pirate lord, no problem. All right, well, let's hear from you out there when it comes to At World's End. Where do you rank it now that we have three of them here to sort of weigh against each other? Is this the worst of the three, the best, in the middle? You tell us, as you guys have been doing in the comments, what we missed, your favorite part, least favorite part, all that stuff. Our next one, the fourth installment, 2011's Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. And you said it, Tass, this is Bardem and Penelope Cruz.
Yes.
Okay, so new people at least. I mean, that's it. That part's exciting.
I love both those actors, so.
Right.
Am I wrong?
I think we got Penelope, but I don't. I think it's Ian McShane is.
Oh, Ian McShane?
Yeah,
Deadwood?
that's right.
Oh, I like him. Man,
I like him too.
talk
Yeah,
about pirate
I think
guy.
Javier comes in number 5.
Okay, so Penelope's
okay.
showing up though.
Yeah?
JD,
Yeah.
if you were horny for
God.
three, you're gonna be.
I'm going to have to wait till Rachel comes back before I watch this one.
All right, so that's our next one. 2011's On Stranger Tides. That drops here on No Dunks next Friday. Until next time, keep a weather eye on the horizon.